All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being on the call. It is September 21st, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I want to thank everybody for hopping on wherever you are. Today, I get to have the honor of introducing to you our business opportunity overview, and I will be introducing to you Riman. So, for those of you that are new, that are kind of quite curious about the name Riman, it literally means rebirth, right? A second chance at life and really being able to find a newfound self for yourself. So who are we and where are we at right now? So right now, our company is called Riman, and we were established in 2018 in South Korea. Up to date, about 6 years total, we've done 2.5 billion in revenue, and we are rated as the #1 K-beauty brand. So the word K-beauty is synonymous with beauty brands, skincare, makeup, but it's known as Korean skincare products, right? So in South Korea, there's 51 million people, and these products have sold 35 million bottles. That's a staggering number. That's about a 74% capture rate in the entire market of that country. We just launched North America last March. We just finished our pre-launch into Taiwan last December. And this year, this last summer in July, we just launched Hong Kong as a pre-launch. If you look below, these are all of our world-renowned awards that we've got, these prestigious awards that we got as the #1 skincare brand in South Korea. So I'd like to introduce you to our brands, right? We have three categories. Incelderm is our skincare line, Bodalab is our body line and shampoo, and Lifening is our nutrition line. So I'm going to kind of get into this, but as we dive in, I'm going to share a very unique and really cool marketing video. This marketing video was actually made in South Korea by Samsung Electronics, one of their marketing hubs known as #1 Marketing Agency. They do prestigious commercials, and they've dropped close to $1 million in production. This is a video that looks like you could see it in a prestigious mall. Great marketing video. It tells a unique story about our product. So without further ado, enjoy the video. I'll see you guys after.
Here in the Incelderm Byungpoo lab, we work with elements provided by nature. Among the many gifts of nature, the Earth's energy provides a capacity to purify. That capacity is enriched in the plant Centella asiatica, also known as Byungpoo in Korea. The size of the leaf, the direction of the root, soil temperature, and cultivation method. Every aspect is analyzed. The plants are grown for 45 days until they brim with life's energy. Only freshly harvested Korean Byungpoo plants are used as ingredients for Incelderm. Another key ingredient is the pristine lava seawater from Jeju Island. For over 400,000 years, the volcanic rock beds of Jeju have borne the ocean's energy, instilled into its deep waters. That water is infused at the optimal temperature of 80 degrees Celsius for 20 hours to slowly and gently extract the essential fluids from the Byungpoo leaves. Those fluids are at the core of the brightening and purifying energy delivered by Incelderm. We present to you Byungpoo Energy Fluid. Our hypoallergenic fluid boosts the skin cell regeneration cycle by providing optimal benefits with the Booster Serum Booster Ritual. The booster opens the way for moisture to enter and awaken the skin's radiance. Then, the serum aligns the skin barrier to enhance the glow. And the final layer of booster ingrains glow and resilience deep into your skin. With this routine, your skin will gain the glow-lifting effects. Radiate the glow of youth from deep inside your skin cells with Incelderm.
Wow, what an amazing marketing video. You know, that video, it's um so chic, cool, modern, and really luxurious video. But if you pay attention, it tells you a very unique story. It tells you a story really what makes these products so unique, special, and compelling. And the first ingredient I want to talk about when it comes to our skincare, it's called the giant byungpool. This is actually known as Centella asiatica. There's many other nicknames like tiger grass, pennywort. But this plant is about the size of a quarter. And many, many years ago, when tigers used to fight, these tigers would specifically go around looking for these plants and they would sleep in it, and in days they would be healed. So that's how it naturally got its nickname tiger grass. Now, this plant is known as a medicinal plant all over the world. There's white papers, medical journals, the biotech industry knows about it. This is a well-known plant, but guess what? We were able to create our own specific strain of a different type of a Centella asiatica, and we have our own proprietary patent, which only we can use for the next 20 years. And how we did that is we harnessed a special mineral water called Jeju lava energy water. Now, it's a big word, but there's four of these types of water classes in the world, and you can only get it in these four places. There's one in Spain, Japan, Korea, and Hawaii. But Korea is the only place you could pull the water with its full mineralization. And what this water is 400,000-year-old mineralized water that's been captured under the bedrock of a volcano. So South Korea, when they found this water, the United Nations came and made it a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So here's a fun fact. When it comes to skincare, all skincare products, 80% of the content is water. But what we found out is the water content is by far the most important part of any skincare. So what they did is they took this water, they watered the centella plant for 45 days, and in 45 days, a plant this big turned to the size of my hand. And because this plant is known as anti-inflammatory, because it grew 4 times the size, the anti-inflammatory properties are 4 times stronger. So that's what makes it really compelling. Now, the third part, this is a big word, is called nanoliposomal technology. Now, this is a medicinal technique used in the pharmaceutical space. So for those of you that have ever used any transdermal cream, such as antihistamine cream that you put on for rashes, or steroid cream, or testosterone cream, or even a numbing cream, these are all creams that are transdermal that starts topical, but as a drug delivery system, it penetrates the skin and goes inside. And this is the technology that we harnessed. We took the water and the byungpool extract and we microfluidized it so that it could aid in the penetration and go deep into the barrier of the skin. Hence the name of our skincare line, in cell derm, meaning into the cellular level of the dermis. Now, our product, it is absolutely world renowned. We in 2020, we became a German Dermatest certified product. That is the gold standard for all safety products pertaining to skincare in Europe. This is a very, very unique product that is a cosmeceutical, meaning we took cosmetic ingredients and we took pharmaceutical grade technology to deliver unique delivery results. What takes a month, literally, this is going to change your face in 3 to 4 days. Now, moving on to our body line, this is a vegan certified body line. Particularly our shampoo, it aids in the help of cleaning your scalp, which promotes hair growth. It's going to help you regrow your hair, and that's because of a proprietary ingredient called deserticola. This is a algae that's found in the desert, hence we call it miracle of the desert. What this does is it dissolves the sebum plugs in your scalp that helps promote the growth. Sebum plugs is more like whiteheads on your nose. It gets rid of the oil content that promotes healthy hair, thick hair, helps blood circulation so the nutrients can get to the scalp, and it promotes the hair growth. Our body line is also a Swamel hyaluronic acid infused product. It is a natural product that makes your skin really, really moist, creamy, and really, really hydrated. Moving on to the nutrition, this is our Deep Talk Plus. This is a detoxification fiber supplement. Now, our concept is not just any type of nutrition. Our nutrition goes hand in hand with beauty. It is a inside out concept. Healthy and beautiful on the inside, get beautiful on the outside. But for those of you, especially the women that have had hormonal acne around the jawline, this has to do with your gut. And this is the answer that's going to clean out your gut, get all the toxins out, and clear your skin. And also, we can't leave out the beauty collagen ample. This collagen ample, it's a top off. As we know, after the age of 30, our skin starts to lose collagen. And this is a top off that's going to help you look extra beautiful and look plump and young. Now, promoting for this month, we just launched our Expert Ritual experience kit. Now, this is a amazing recruiting tool. These single units are going to be back available October 15th. Make sure you get your pre-orders in. This is also another exciting announcement. The Radiance 100 kit experience kit has become available. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. So my part here is done, but the next gentleman I want to introduce, he's going to be doing a great testimony on his journey with Riman, what the products have done to him. And he is a top producing team leader building his business out of Canada and Mexico. And we just announced the Mexican market. We're really excited. We're pretty sure Mr. Jesse Stansel is going to be making some noise in that market. So without further ado, Mr. Jesse Stansel, welcome to the call. Thank you very much.
Hey, Chris, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hey, awesome to be on here. It's an honor. I'm going to be brief today for everyone because I appreciate all you guys jumping on here on a Saturday. I'm just going to share a little bit, not too much of my background, but I just want to, I want to share for the guys that are on here today that they're kind of going, wow, there's a bunch of guys that are on here talking. So my background when I was introduced to this wonderful profession was, I was an oil rig guy. I actually knew nothing about skincare, and I still don't profess to be an expert in skincare whatsoever. But you know, originally from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And I was working on the rigs when I got introduced to our skincare. I worked with Tim and Chris in our previous company that we were with. Built some great relationships, and that was a great run. That company allowed me to build some wonderful relationships, and really got me introduced to this whole profession. Retired me from the rigs, thank God. And you know, as of late, I've been living in Mexico here for about 4 years, and they called me, you know, Tim and actually David Yanamini, who I've stayed close friends with as well. He's actually my sponsor here. He's a director here in the company. They called me back in October, and I thought they were just calling me to, you know, say hi, and which we normally do. I had vowed that I would never do a product-based company ever again, and I had vowed that I wouldn't do skincare or see snow ever again, for those of you that are in, you know, colder climates. Because I've been in Mexico for about 4 years, and they called me, and you know, just honestly what they said about what was going on, and the timing of where we're at with Riman, and obviously the relationships, and that was a big one for me. It was the relationships. I hadn't tried the product yet, to be honest. I hadn't, but because of who it was that called me, I said okay. I said yes. And I literally dropped everything that I was doing in Mexico, which wasn't a lot. Maybe I dropped the beach. And I flew to Canada in November, and got the products. Literally was blown away. Literally blown away by these products. So if anyone on here has not tried these products yet, for the guests, honestly, you got to fall in love with the products. And truly, you know, with my last company, you know, I'd used those products for almost a decade. I had no words when I put these products on my skin. My mom and dad, who, you know, they're in their 70s, use the products, blown away. I just started to understand more of what was going on with this, and I was like, okay, so I saw snow again, and I went to work, and you know, we just got people in front of the products, and got people in front of the leaders, and we used the relationships, and it was incredible. So I was excited, and you know, again, at the end of the day, not a skincare expert. Still don't profess to be, but I use third party, and I leaned on the relationships and the leadership, you know, that were involved, because we built those relationships back in the day for many years, and we stayed in touch, and I think that was the most important. I was very blessed to be called when I was, because you know I was down here. Yes, I was in Mexico, but I mean I was looking for something to do. So the timing for me was the actual godsend. It was an absolute blessing for me. And now that we're going to open Mexico here in, you know, very, very short period of time, I couldn't even be more excited. I mean, I've been flying back and forth to Canada, obviously working with my crew there and my team in Canada, various cities, but I'm really pumped about Mexico. I know there's a bunch of people here that obviously I brought product down. They're using the product. I've got testimonies, lots of people with the hair products. I've got salon ladies. I've got friends that, in fact, I've got one really good friend of mine that's from Vancouver, Canada, that his girlfriend, she was losing hair, like it was very thinning. She's after 2 weeks of using the product, he went away to Canada and he came back and they lived together, and he's like, dude, I don't even understand. He's like, I've never had a product that says they do something and actually do what it says it does. He's like, she's in love with this product. And I said, and she's excited. She's from here in Mexico where I live. So now they've got the water, you know, the conditioner that she's using as well on top of that. So I'm just excited. I truly am very excited. And I really think that a lot of people always judge men. I think sometimes they're like, even here, I still get teased a little bit. Like, what do you mean you're in skincare? And then they're like, Korean skincare? And I'm like, yeah, yeah. But I mean, once you kind of start to show them what we're using in the products, it just speaks for itself. At the end of the day, it's just a top-notch product. And there was a lot of things that checked the box for me, outside of the relationship with Tim and Chris and David, you know, and since then, you know, obviously there's been a lot of leaders that have come on board. I had the pleasure of meeting Danny in Toronto back in November or December when I was in Canada. Incredible. I was like, yep, this is it. So for me, it's just a blessing. And I'm so excited, and I appreciate all you guys that are jumping on here today on a Saturday. And I just encourage you that, you know, if you kind of think that, oh, I don't know if I can do this, or I don't know if it's for me, or, you know, I'm a guy, why me? Honestly, start using the products. That's the key, is use the products. Like if you can't fall in love with the products, it's going to be extremely difficult, but you will fall in love with the product. So don't be scared to use them. Every morning when I shower here, and I know that where I live, it's 40 degrees Celsius almost daily. So like the humidity and the heat is insane. But every morning after I shower, I still do my ritual. No question. Without question. I mean, I do it daily, and you just got to use the product, and people will start to question and go, oh wow, look at your skin, what's going on? I mean, there's a lot of people here that think I'm 25. You know, I'm actually 65. I'm kidding. I'm 43, but I'm not a comedian either. But at the end of the day, you know, literally, I have never used a product that's more better than this, and I think the opportunity just right now where we're going with globally is huge, and we couldn't be aligned with better leaders like Chris and Tim and the gentleman that you're going to hear from next. Just phenomenal. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks, Chris, for having me on, and I'm going to pass it back to you.
Thank you, Jesse. What an amazing testimony. So this is a true testament that shows men, women, anybody could get involved in this business as long as you have a burning desire, a good work ethic, and you understand the timing is now to capitalize off a special industry where there's immense buying power, and people that understand a little bit about business, they're in the know. So the next gentleman I want to introduce, this gentleman is a dear friend of mine. I've been in business with this gentleman for 13 years. This gentleman is a multi-million-dollar earner, a multi-million-dollar creator. You know, in our previous company, his 1 month check, his biggest check was a $1.5 million check. So I think this gentleman kind of understands and knows what he's doing. Today, he's going to be dropping some golden nuggets and kind of going over our rewards program. So without further ado, this gentleman, he broke records. He's one of the fastest directors to hit the position in 25 days. At the Riman Roadmap Convention, you saw him get promoted as a senior director, and he is at the doorstep of national director. So make sure you guys pull out your journals, take some notes, take a listen to what he has to say about this Riman opportunity and the rewards program. So without further ado, help me welcome to the call, top producing senior director, with much respect, Mr. Khai Huynh. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Jess. Hello, everybody. It's it's kind of surprised that I'm going to be on a Zoom and sharing the comp plan with you. At the last minute, Chris asked me to jump on, and I'm actually at the lodge, taking my kids to check out the tennis camp. So they love tennis, they're playing tennis, and thanks to Riman, we are able to have a great business to get at the same time that we can spend time with the family. So I'm at the lodge, so it looked pretty messy in the back, so I'm blurred it out. Okay, so I'm gonna go through and share with you the complaint. But before I go into a complaint, I want to share with you about why I get started with Riman. And just like Jesse and Chris and myself, we are guys, right? And people ask us like, why skincare? Two things. The first thing is we are very open-minded people. We will do business when there is a good product and people want to buy. And based on what Chris shared with you already about the history of Riman, this company did over $2 billion in Korea in the first 5 years, especially during the COVID time. During COVID time, all of the business went down, but Riman actually went up. And we actually endure a lot of loss during the COVID because we did sell skincare during that time in a different company, and our volume dropped over 80%. But Riman went all the way to the top and became the #1 brand in Korea. That number alone, that we believe that this is the one of the best skincare in the market. Second things, it's all come down to the people. And Chris shared with you that I make a lot of money in my previous company, and we had a lot of success during that 11, 12 years run. But I can't do that alone. I had a great team, but the most important thing is I was blessed to have great sponsor, and Chris and Tim was my sponsor, and they help us a lot. They show us the way, and that's the reason why when Chris came to me, and he just said one thing, and I believe him, and then I just get started. He said, Khai, I love you, and I want you to be part of this company, this amazing company, and I don't want you to try anything else. I want you to be here. Based on the history that we built together, and when I felt the energy that he wanted to share with me, I accepted. And just like my situation, just like Jesse, we didn't get a chance to try the product. We haven't put the product on our sale yet, but we believe in the number, and we also believe in the relationship. So those of you who want to know why guys like Jesse and myself joined Riman, that's the reason. But I'm going to share with you a comp plan that in my 18 years career, I really believe that this is the comp plan. It's so simple to understand, so simple to share. But the most important thing is a very, very, very fair comp plan. Because to me, it's not about which company pay more, but for me, it's more important is which comp plan is fair, because I want to be fair to myself, but I also want to be fair to my team, to everybody that get involved. So I believe that this comp plan is really fair. In fact, in the last 4 months that we started, we already cracked over 6-figure income. I don't want to tell you how many 6-figure income, but we already cracked over that line within the first 3-4 months. So this comp plan, I really believe that if you guys take the opportunity, especially the timing right now, and run with it, you will get amazing result. So the way Riman works is comp plan is just like like the model I'm about to show you in the traditional supply chain. The company manufacture the product. They're going to give to somebody an exclusive of the country. Then they're going to go to the wholesale, and the wholesale going to sell it to the retail shop. The retail shop then they're going to sell to the customer. So when you go through that change, the number is going to keep increasing. So by the time the customer get the product in their hand, the price already jack up 5 to 7 times, right? That's the average industry number. So a manufacturer the product, you get the product into your hand. By that time, it will be about 7 times, sometimes 8 times, sometimes 10 times. Okay, up the really cost. So the way Riman do is very smart. They manufacture the product, then bring it directly to the distributor, and because of that, distributor get a great deals. But distributor bring it to the market, then now distributor get paid. So that's the reason why people like you and me get a chance to earn a lot of income, because now the product, the manufacturer Riman doesn't go to the whole channels of supply, but they go straight directly to us, and then we go to the customer. The first step that you can get involved is become a planner. So basically, how do you become a planner? All you have to do is just start with a $20 membership. When you think about business, you can start with a $20 membership, like a $20 to start a business. That is nothing. I own nail supply. I own restaurant. I own a lot of business. None of my business start less than $300,000. None of my business. And when we start that kind of money, in fact, we actually have to pay a lot of rent, a lot of overhead, a lot of employees costs. But with Riman, you literally can start with $20. So when I tell my friend, I say, there's no way you can go bankrupt to start a business with Riman, because $20 is less than a bowl of pho in San Jose. You think about it. You can go bankrupt if you drop a bowl of pho, right? You think about it. You go get a bowl of pho for $20 and you drop it. You're not going to go bankrupt. So if you're starting with Riman, there's no risk at all, because you're not going to go bankrupt with $20, right? So that's just kind of give you a head up. So when you start with a planner, whatever product that you buy, you're going to get 10%. Whatever you refer to people, you're going to get 10% without any overhead, without any inventory, without any bookkeeping, without any shipping, just straight to the point, right? $20 to get in. And then now, whatever you buy, you get 10%. Whatever you refer, you get 10%. But if you coming in and you say, hey, I want to make some extra money for gas, for food, I would like to make an extra $700 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month. I want to start getting significant kind of income so I can supplement my income right now. I will encourage you to come in as a manager. When you come in as a manager, you jump all the way from 10% to 25%. When you jump to 25%, anything that you buy after that, you get 25% discount, okay, or reimburse. Let's say reimburse to make it easy. So every time you buy something, you get reimbursed 25%. So let me give you an example. If you buy $100 worth of skincare, you get $25 back. That's straight to the point. But anytime you refer somebody to buy the product, you get 25%. Every time you refer someone, they buy it. Every customer that buy $100, you get 25. Okay, so to start a business with $3,000, okay, to get into the manager, so you can get an override 25%. That is very high percentage. Many of you on the Zoom here that if you own nail salon, you own spa, you understand that if you want to get a 25% override in traditional business, you might have to buy $50,000 worth of product, and you have to pay for a lot of warehouse, inventory, shipping, and all. And hopefully you still get 25% margin, right? In this company, you can literally start a business with $20 with no risk. But if you are serious, you want to make some serious money, you can start with a manager. With $3,000, okay, you can become a manager. You can get a 25% override. You don't have to have a big inventory. You don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to do all the logistics. You don't have to do all the managing, accounting, any of those. But those of you who really, really serious, like some of my partners, that you want to max out the comp plan ASAP, you want to get into the rank of senior manager. When you get into the rank of senior manager, you can get an override of 30%. 30%. But if you actually have some customer in your organization, about 5 customer in your, there's 10 customer in your organization, you get an extra 5% override. So in business, we're going to get customer anyway. But as soon as you get into the rank of senior manager, you get the 30% override. But as you accumulate the customer up to 10 customer, then you get an extra 5% override. So I want to give you an example, okay? Let's say you decide to start today as a senior manager. You're gonna accumulate about 6,000 points. Now, there's 2 ways of doing that. One way, you can actually start refer people, and some buy $500, some buy $300, some buy $1,000, some buy $2,000, and you accumulate that up to 6,000 points. You become a senior manager. Starting from there on, every time you refer someone to buy a product, you get 35%. Okay, and every time you buy, you get 35%. But if you decided to do a shortcut, because you say, hey, I want to get some serious money in this business, I don't want to leave any money on the table, you can literally start your business with 6,000 points. And a lot of people say, why would I start a business with 6,000 points? Is that kind of a lot of money? The answer is no. If, for example, I have coffee shop, when I have coffee shop, I want to make sure that in my stock, I have a lot of coffee. In fact, I have a lot of different type of coffee. So when people coming in, I make sure that I have product for them, right? And when they walk out, they walk away, they want to buy some product, I want to make sure that I have inventory so I can sell to them directly right away. A lot of people, when they have pimple, they don't want to wait a couple of days before the product arrives. They want to have the product now. So the question is, do you have product to sell to them? Do you have the product to hand over to them? So if you are a serious business builder, just like myself, you want to coming in, you want to make sure that you don't leave any money on the table. You want to build a big business. I encourage you, just like a lot of my business partner, hundreds of my business partner doing that. I encourage you to come in as a senior manager. Okay, when you come in as senior manager, first of all, you're going to get reimbursement, $1,200. Second, you're going to be locked in at 30%. Then you start building your customer base. Every time you have a customer, you get 30%. Every time you have a customer, you get 30%. But once you hit to the 10 customer, then you get an extra 5% override. Every time you start having a customer, you get 35%. So you will max out the comp plan faster if you start coming in at the rank of senior manager. But your goal is to cap out. Okay, your goal is like max it out. You don't want to leave any money on the table. That's become a team leader. So when you become a team leader, you get 45% override. When I look at this comp plan and I say, wow, I can't believe it. There's a lot of business that I have involved. Okay, you have to put a lot of money up front. You have to have an inventory. You have to make sure that you ship the orders, and you have to make sure the product doesn't go bad. You have to maintain the product in the right temperature. There's a lot of things you have to do. And at the end of the day, you subtract all the overhead and all the expense, you barely get 20%. And if you get 20%, you are really happy with the result. With this business, you can actually get 45% override without worry anything. Inventory, location, employees, shipping, you don't have to worry anything. Riman will do all of that. All you have to do is acquire enough customer, enough builder in your organization so you can get to the rank of team leaders, so you can get an override 45%. So the question is, how can you make it so simple and get to the team leader? The most important thing is how to be simple so you can get to team leaders. So if you look at the chart up here, okay, planners 10% override, manager 25%, senior manager 30 to 35%. Once you have 10 customers, you 35%. Team leader is 45%. So how are we going to do it? So if you look at the senior manager, every senior manager and the team leader, they're right next to each other, 35, 45, right? 35%, 45%. So team leaders, you need 50,000 BV, okay? Senior manager, you need 6,000. So the way I share with you how to duplicate it is that when you coming in, you come in as a senior manager because you shortcut it all the way. There's a 4 rank. You shortcut it all the way to the 3rd rank. Okay. You go in as a senior manager. That means you're gonna start with a 6,000 BP. Okay, you're gonna start with that. You shortcut all the way. You step through the planner to the manager, go straight to senior manager. Okay, once you become a senior manager, you start with the 30% override. Once you have 10 customers, you become what? 35% override. Now you're teaching 10 people do exactly the same thing. Okay, just make it simple. Just put that number in your head. Shortcut into the senior manager, skip the planner manager, go all the way to senior manager. Okay, then start acquiring some customer. Once you hit 10 customers, you get to 35%. But during that time, trying to teach 10 people duplicate exactly the same thing as you, then you become a team leader. That's it. That's how you do it. How you max out this 4 steps. Okay, skip through if you can. Okay, if you just want to have some great products, some discount on a product, become a planner. If you want to make an extra $500, $500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 a month, start with a manager. But if you want to make six-figure income or 7-figure income, start with a senior manager, and then duplicate that 10 times. Then you get to team leader. Once you get to team leader, you start reimburse at 45%. When you get to team leader, the income that you make, you're gonna be smile all the time. Imagine this, okay? Imagine this. Let's say you are an engineer, okay? You're making $80,000 a year. That is, it's about $7,000 a month. After tax is about $5,000 a month. Think about it, okay? Let's say you are a regular engineer, average engineer, you do about $80,000, $90,000 a month. Bring home income is about $5,000 a month, okay? And you put an extra effort into this business about 10 hours a week. An extra effort, 10 hours a week, okay? It's about 2 hours a day, maybe an hour a day, okay? 10 hours a week. And you say, hey, I wanna get to the team leader. Why? Because when I get to the team leader, I'm gonna add another 7,000, 10,000, 15,000 a month, because team leader income can go anywhere from 5,000 or above. Okay, so think about it. You might have a full-time job, but if you put an extra 10 hours a week into this business and get to the team leader, and you add an double, you can double the income that you bring home. Because why? Because team leader at that rank is a minimum you can earn from that is a 5,000 and above. Okay, think about it. Your life will change when your income double. The income that you bring home double, right? You can double from the job, but you definitely can add on by adding extra 10 hours a week into the business. How do you get to team leader quickly so you can add that extra 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 a month into this business? By shortcut right into senior manager. And then every day just focusing on duplicating that 10 times. Once you hit that 10 times, okay, you have 10 senior manager in your organization, you get to the team leader. Now, once you already did that, once you learn how to do that, once you learn how to get to team leader, duplicate that again, duplicate 3 times, okay? Have 3 persons who have the vision and the desire to add an extra stream of income so you can go to team director. Because once you get into that director rank, your income is gonna be 10, 15, 20, $30,000 a month. Now, my partner and I qualified the rank of director in the first month, and we cracked the income over $30,000 a month. So I know that once you get to the director, the income that coming in will change your life. Will change your life. Now, once you learn how to get to the director, duplicate twice, you become a senior director. And so I want to share this with you, the game plan that we did. The first month, we got into this business. That's April 27th. So we had only 3 days left. So my partner and I look at it. We say, we want to duplicate it. We want to go fast. So the first month we coming in, we start with senior manager. We're looking for 10 people who want to be part of this run, that want to follow us. So we have more than 10 people duplicate that. We became team leader right away within 3 days. After 3 days, we start focusing on who want to become the team leader in the month of May. We help them, we show them the way. We have 3 team leaders hit it in the month of May. We went director. Okay. And then from the month of June, July, and August, all we did is focus on duplicate that. Then we become a senior director. Once you get to a senior director, I don't want to talk about income anymore. I just know one thing, my partner and I very happy with the income of the senior director. Okay. Now we will have more director this month and we duplicate that. And our goal is next step if we want to get to a national director. Why director, national director, director, senior director, and national director is so important? Because when you get to this point, you get another 2%, 3%, 4% override of the whole organization. So think about this, okay? Your goal is trying to get to team leader at the 45% ASAP. Once you get to the 45%, duplicate that 3 times. And then you get to the director. Once you get to the director, all the volume under you, you're going to get paid another 2% override. That's where a lot of money coming from. So your goal is, ladies and gentlemen, if you identify yourself, say, hey, I just want extra, I just want skincare, free skincare, discount skincare, become a planner. I want to make an extra $700 a month to a couple $1,000 a month, become a manager. If I really seriously want to really go after this, want to make six-figure income or multiple six-figure income or millions of dollars in this business, I know you can, because within the first 4 months, 5 months, we already cracked multiple six-figure in this business already. Then shortcut into senior manager and get to team leader ASAP and keep duplicating that. And you will get to national director, because that's where we are heading toward. Okay. But one of the things I want to share with you about this business is your money will depend on how many people you have. The more people you have become successful, become team leader, director, the more money you're going to make. This is where the big money is going to be. This is where your legacy is going to be built. Okay. So if you want to build in a big business, just focusing on have more people become team leader and then director and senior director and national director, because now you get a check override of their check. So let's say if they make $10,000 a month, the company will pay you an extra $1,500. That's a 15%. So the more people you have become successful, the more you get override. So that the maximum that will give you a check match is 6 level, 15, 10, 10, 5, 5, 5. That's where the big money will come in. Have more people become successful, you make more money. Okay. But the way I build business, ladies and gentlemen, I'm always leveraging on the promotion, leveraging on the extra money that the company is giving out. So the company currently doing a special travel vacation to Cabo. And how many of you guys actually been to Cabo? Give me a 1. If you have been to the Cabo, give me 1 on this. Just give me 1. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, Cabo is where our inclusive trip, right? All you can eat, all you can drink. It's a beautiful place for vacation. I actually have a friend. She very successful, very wealthy. She just asked me yesterday, is this a vacation? Is this a type of vacation like you go there and you just relax? And I say, hey, listen, I know that you are rich and you went on a lot of big vacation already, but let me tell you something about this kind of vacation. This is a really fun vacation. Why do I say it's fun vacation? Because here's the thing. When you go on vacation, doesn't matter how rich you are, how big vacation you are, but you only go with your family. You don't have a lot of friends going with you, right? Just that's a normal vacation. But this kind of vacation, because you have people become successful, you have so many people going on vacation with you. That's a lot of fun. Imagine you get to hang out with Chris. Imagine you get to hang out with Jesse. You definitely don't want to hang out with me because I'm not a fun guy. Because if you come on vacation with me, I will gather you guys together and talk about business and talk about hitting the next rank. But if you go on vacation with Jesse, okay, if you go on vacation with Chris Kim, he's gonna make sure that you guys having fun. But what I'm trying to share with you here is this: you know, we everybody on Zoom here, we have been on a lot of vacation, but there's nothing more fun than go on vacation with your friends, with the people that you like. Okay, it's a lot of fun. So when a company throw out some kind of promotion, vacation, I'm going after that. And I know that this kind of vacation is a lot of fun for my friends. So I want to help my friend want the vacation. So here's the thing. Currently, the company doing Cabo vacation, and I've been to Cabo one time. We love it. I went there with my friends, like a lot of friends, so I love it. So I want to make sure none of you guys miss Cabo. Okay. Now, like I say again, doesn't matter if you've been to Cabo or not, but if you've been to Cabo with a lot of friends, it will be much more fun than go to Cabo by yourself or with just a family alone. A lot of fun. Okay. So here is the game plan, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to go on vacation, okay, if you want to go on vacation, the best way is just think this way. From now until the end of this week, there's a big promotion, and you can leverage on this promotion and shortcut 50% to the qualification. Let me say this again, because my English is my second language. I want to make sure you guys understand this, especially my friend from Canada. Okay, you need 1,000 points to qualify for Cabos. Okay, you need 1,000 points. From now to the end of this week, you automatically can get yourself 50% done. Okay, you can get 50% done in the next 24 hours. Then you can have 3 months to finish the other 50%. Okay, how do you get 50% done of your qualification? The good news is, if you have not qualified the rank of senior manager, if you have not, let's say if you came in 5 months ago, but you haven't qualified the rank of senior manager, or if you just joined in yesterday, if you have not, you can finish the qualification 50% by the end of this week. Okay, how do you do it? You start with 4 pack. That is 6,000 points. Okay, 4 premium pack. That's 6,000 points. Let me make it easy again. This is how to do it. If you haven't qualified the rank of senior manager, become senior manager. Make a commitment to become a senior manager by the end of this week. That means 11:59 p.m. on Sunday Pacific time. Okay, 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Become a senior manager. How do you become a senior manager? Acquiring 6,000 points. That is 4 premium pack. Once you do that, you will get 400 points. And then because you become a senior manager, you get an extra 100 points. That is 500 points. You need only 1,000 to go. You have 500 points. That means you already hit 50% in 24 hours. You have the other 50% to finish it up until January. Okay, so the strategy for you and also for my team, this is how I shared it with my team, is focusing on you get it done to become senior manager. Because when you become a senior manager in the next 24 hours before the end of Sunday, okay, you will get 400 points plus 100 points. That is 500 points by Sunday. Now, if you have somebody do exactly the same, if you have somebody do exactly the same before the end of Sunday, then you have 900 points. 900 points. That means you have only 100 points left until the end of January to qualify. So that's very simple. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So building business is learning how to leverage the promotion, the vacation, the reward from the company, because those are extra incentive, extra money that the company pour in to help you. Okay, so here's the package that you can acquire, but I will recommend you with this package right here, because the roadmap premium package give you the most points. Okay, so that is what I'm sharing with you, the strategy how you qualify 50% by the end of this Sunday. And if you have somebody do exactly the same thing, you have 900 points. That means 90% complete by the end of Sunday. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, building this business, beside a great comp plan, learn how to leverage promotion. And the company currently have a great promotion right now. And I want to clear it one more time, just one more time, because it's so important. And I want to make sure everybody understands this. The company currently have a vacation program for everybody to qualify before January 30th of 2025, or the first 250 people qualify, okay? And in order for you to qualify for a carbo trip, you need to have 1,000 points. So you can finish 50% by the end of this Sunday by become a senior manager. If you have somebody become a senior manager before the end of Sunday, you will finish 90%. That's because you got 900 points and you need 1,000 to qualify, right? So it's very simple, very straight to the point. And if you have 10 people finish 50%, if you have 10 people finish 50%, then what happened? You will qualify team leader. So that is what it's all about. And that's all you need to know from now to the end of this of Sunday. Okay. So my presentation is done here. And I'm just want to close out the call and say thanks to everybody taking the time to join us on this Zoom, especially on Saturday in the middle of the day. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great run. And remember, in the next 24 hours, all you have to do and all you think about is finish 50%. And if you can help somebody finish 50%, you finish 90%. That's all you think. Okay, focus on that, and you will have a big business. Thank you, Jesse. Looking forward to see you in Cabo, brother. And thanks everybody on the Zoom.